is the score. Denver is 6 of 6 from 3. 12 of 16 overall. Jazz are now 6 of 12 overall, but they're 5 of 7 from 3.
Well, you remember in Salt Lake City, the Jazz had what, 7 threes in the first quarter, and they only led by 1 at the end of the first quarter. So the Denver Nuggets can't score against the Jazz, and they have a pretty good first quarter.
That was an offensive game. Both teams had above their season average. Jazz defense actually in that game was not good. In fact, on the season, that game by the Jazz ranks as the Jazz 17th ranked defensive game out of 19 this season. So they have not figured out how to stop the Nuggets yet. Jokic between the circles, now goes inside the arc. Low handoff. Coming around is R.J. Hampton, the rookie, 19 years old. Jokic will take a 3 over Favors and hit. They're 7 for 7 in the first quarter. Jokic has 18 points. 34-21. Denver by 13. Jazz are just playing in the half court because they can't get stops. Pick and roll, lob into Favors. Favors contested, able to shoot it over Michael Porter Jr. and score from 5 feet out. Nice play by Derek. 34-23. Denver has got 7 threes. They're 13 of 17 shooting. High pick and roll. Gives to Jokic. Back cut, throws it away. We have a turnover by Denver, their first of the night, and only the 4th stop all game by the Utah Jazz.
Yeah, this has been one heck of a quarter for them. Off to such a great start, but it all starts with the three-point shooting that they're getting.
Niang's in the game for the Jazz. Conley guarded by Morris, their backup point guard. Conley off a Gobert pick, flings it up to Niang, fires the 3, it rattles around, comes out. Jokic taps it to Hampton. Hampton was their first-round draft pick. He slid a little bit on draft days. Another one of these really good athletes. He's getting a little bit more time with P.J. Dozier out. Gobert's back in the game, guarding Jokic. 1:52 left in the quarter. Jokic drives on Rudy, puts his body into him, spins, twirls, scores. Jokic has 20 in the quarter. He had 2 in the first half against the Jazz last time, I believe. Conley. He gets it from Ingles, gives it back, drives the lane. Jokic blocks his shot. Here comes Hampton on the run in the open floor where he's strong. Gets caught in the air, gives to Porter Jr. He rotates nicely. Down low to Green, back up top to Jokic, rotates to Hampton, and Hampton travels. Great ball movement by Denver, though. They're sharp right now. They lost their last one out to San Antonio. (36-23). Jokic with 20 points. And another half-court possession for the Jazz. Jazz are the best transition team in the league right now. They're not getting any transition. Clarkson, catch, fires, hits the back of the rim, goes up over the shot clock, and comes back down. Jordan's like, just like I planned it. 36-26. Jokic bumping and backing Gobert. Drop steps into the basket. Reverse side layup up and in. Oh, my goodness, what a move by a 7-footer. 22 for Jokic. That was incredible.
What a quarter he's having. I mean, threes, driving to the basket.
Ingles pick and roll, bounces to Jokic for a steal. Jokic throws it up ahead. Here coming the lob to the basket, slam. Michael Porter Jr. is fouled at the rim by Georges Niang. He had 2 guys available for the dunk.
Yeah, good foul here by Niang. I mean, they just don't want them to continue this barrage of take something away. I mean, some excitement away.
Here's a crazy note for you. What do you think Denver's offensive rating is?
47, 147?
183.
183.
They're averaging 1.8 points every time they come across half court right now. The Jazz have 4 stops in the entire game right now. It's a good foul by Niang, but Porter Jr. makes the first free throw. Porter Jr. was out with COVID protocol for a while, and that's actually when the Nuggets clicked in. They lost 4 of their first 5 to start the season, and then have gotten hot. They're probably the second, them and the Clippers and the Jazz are the 3 hottest teams in the NBA. Up by 14, a 40-point first quarter for the Nuggets, led by Nikola Jokic. 35 seconds left. Ingles drives right by Porter, goes to the basket and dunks it.
Normally, this would be a pretty good quarter. You know,
Jazz offensive ratings at 123. You're absolutely right, Ron. Neither of these two teams can stop each other. Question is whether anyone cools down. Morris. I suspect Denver will miss a 3 tonight. So they'll cool down a little. Campazzo. Back up to Morris. He fires the 3. Maybe they won't. Because that was an off-the-bounce 32-footer from Monte Morris and went in. Denver is 8 for 8 in the quarter. This could be an NBA record. I'm going to guess this is the most threes made in a quarter without a miss in NBA history.
Boy, that's...
I feel good about
without
that.
a miss, maybe so. Because I'm thinking back to those Jazz days, Jeff Hornacek.
Right, but without a miss. Not most threes in the quarter. Most threes without a miss.
Worth checking, David.
I'll send in the request, but my requests don't seem to be registering greatly, so you never know.
Anybody can shoot. Anybody can shoot.
9 seconds left in the quarter. Clarkson.
Foul before the ball was inbounded.
They made an intentional foul because they had a foul to give, and then they committed the intentional foul.
Clarkson, who's shooting 90+%.
Conley drives. Wraparound pass top to Ingles for a 3 straight away. No good. Rebound tapped out. Campazzo has it. So Denver takes 8 threes and shoots 16 of 20 and lead 43-29 at the end of 1 on the Jazz Radio Network.
Larry H. Miller dealerships have helped over 20 million service customers. To put it in perspective, if we served one customer every minute and started right now, we wouldn't be done for 38 years. How have we kept so many customers happy? We have decades of experience with master-trained technicians who can handle the routine jobs and tackle the toughest repairs from our state-of-the-art facilities located near you. 20 million jobs done right. Schedule yours at a Larry H. Miller dealership or online at lhmauto.com.
It all started with a grilled cheese sandwich. 2 simple pieces of bread, some butter, and a slice of American cheese. But after making it day after day, week after week, I hungered for more. Colby, provolone, Gouda. But Gouda wasn't good enough. I wanted great. I added tomatoes, pickles, jalapenos. If I could birth this gooey work of art in my tiny, modest kitchen, imagine what I could do in a gourmet chef's kitchen. So I called U.S. Bank about loaning me some extra cheddar. Now I had the mad cheese skill and a superior grill. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
In Utah, there's a sense of we're all in this together. It's a philosophy of caring for others. From helping a stranger with their flat tire to welcoming a new family to the neighborhood. At University of Utah Health, we take care of Utah like Utahns take care of each other. Maybe that's why University of Utah Health is the most trusted healthcare in the state. There's only one you. Be treated that way. Learn more at uofuhealth.org.
With Les Olson IT backing you up, you'll be ready for whatever the game throws at you. From cutting-edge network security, data backups, and support, to servers, document management, and advanced copiers, Les Olson is always in position and ready to clinch the win for your business. Visit lesolson.com/tech today. Les Olson Company, your office technology partner.
Les Olson Company.
Quite an incredible quarter by the Denver Nuggets, and they lead the Utah Jazz 43-29. Let me walk you through what they just did. They shot 16 of 20 from the field. They shot 8 of 8 from 3, which I am guessing is an NBA record for the most in a quarter without a miss. They went 3 of 4. They rebounded 1 of their 4 misses. They turned it over twice, and they had an offensive rating of 188. Mike Conley, right side 3, no good, and the rebound comes down to JaMychal Green. The Jazz weren't so bad, Ron. They had an offensive rating of 127, and they trailed by 14. Campazzo comes off a Green pick. Bounces up top to Porter Jr., guarded by Niang. Pass knocked around. Campazzo has it. He quick release above the break. 3's no good. He's really struggling at that shot this year. Jazz playing mostly in the half court so far because of the lack of misses. Clarkson fires 3 misses. Campazzo throws ahead to Porter Jr. Layup good. Denver out and running. Transition possessions so far in this ball game. The Jazz have had about 1, maybe 2. Conley, cross court. Ingles in the corner. Blows by Barton, but he traveled to do it. Jazz have been in transition 4% of their possessions right now, Ron.
Yeah.
We scored, though, on the 1.
Well, and again, you just pointed out the Jazz had one heck of a first quarter. It's just that the Denver Nuggets was just off the charts.
Little concerning. Jazz have only taken 3 shots at the rim, and another shot up and in. Michael Porter Jr., and it's a 3. 9 for 9, now 9 for 10 because Campazzo missed one a moment ago. They did miss one. So they're 9 for 10 now. That's 90%, boys and girls. 48-29, Denver by 19. Clarkson drives, cut off by Porter. Back up to Ingles. Ingles turns the corner, wraps a pass to Niang, but had airtime underneath it. He drives and draws the foul. Ron, the one thing that's a little unnerving right now, other than the fact that Denver can't miss, which is probably more unnerving, the Jazz in the last game against Denver took the fewest shots they'd taken at the rim all season long. They only took 18 shots in the restricted area. In the first quarter tonight, they only took 2. Denver really is committed to denying you to get to the rim, but the Jazz aren't getting a huge amount of great threes off it. Here they do. Clarkson, corner 3 is good. Beautiful jump pass across the court by Mike Conley. So the Jazz begin to react. Jazz corner 3 is a big part of their game, and they're getting them now. 48-32. Barton isolated on Ingles. Long, lanky, bounce to the post. Michael Porter Jr. turnaround jumper short. Rebound Gobert. 48-32. Can the Jazz stay with this long enough for it not to... And Ingles, a blocking foul on Campazzo as Ingles takes his right arm, clears out space. Campazzo goes down, but they call it an Ingles.
Is that 3 fouls on him in how many minutes? 3 minutes? Yeah. A foul a minute.
48-32, timeout on the floor. Is it a review or is it a timeout? Timeout Denver. Don't know if they're reviewing it or not.
The timeout to challenge the on-court call.
They are challenging the on-court call on Joe Ingles. Siegfried and Jensen injury update brought to you by Siegfried and Jensen, reviewing injury cases in Utah for over 30 years. We'll come back with more on the Jazz Radio Network.
The dramatic pause in our normal life in Utah this year only underscores the value of the Pass It Along partnership between Mountain America Credit Union and the Utah Jazz. Over the past 7 seasons, Mountain America has passed along $180,000 to more than 35 local charities. If you know of a worthy nonprofit, we encourage you to nominate it for some extra love and funding to keep the good work rolling by going to utahjazz.com/passitalong.
Do you have interior painting on your to-do list? Did you know that this is the best time of year to have interior painting done? Do you not know who to turn to? Call the Utah Jazz official partner, CertaPro Painters, today. They will deliver the same level of service and professionalism to you. CertaPro Painters are not only the biggest, they are also the best. Call 1-800-GO-CERTA or Google CertaPro Painters, that's Certa with a C. Let CertaPro Painters take care of all your painting needs, whether interior or exterior. CertaPro Painters, we do painting, you do life.
It's my honor to announce the 2023 All-Star Game will take place here in Salt Lake City.
The NBA's biggest show is coming to Utah, and we're getting ready. Our 2023 All-Star Celebration is proudly supported by the members of the Salt Lake All-Star Alliance, America First Credit Union, Coca-Cola, your local Ford dealerships, Nu Skin, Larry H. Miller dealerships, Mountain America Credit Union, Qualtrics, Toyota, University of Utah Health, Vivint, WCF Insurance, and Zions Bank.
The NBA is back. Where else can you get this type of drama?
Where else does history hang from the rafters?
Jaylen Brown throws it down.
Where else is your own city home to your biggest rival?
The Battle of LA is real, people.
And 30 feet is still in range.
Curry knocks it.
Where else can a city this loud be this slept on?
Let's get it out of here.
Where else is history still in the making?
Oh, my goodness.
Where else?
The NBA, only here. Season continues on ABC, ESPN, TNT, and NBA TV.
Welcome back. Time for this day in NBA history, January 31st. James Harden has a remarkable triple-double.
Harden steps back, fires. Goal! James Harden is the new scoring one-game champion for the Houston Rockets, and Calvin Murphy on his feet. 60 points, 11 assists, 10 rebounds. The new scoring one-game scoring record for Houston. Harden scored 36 points in the second half. He accounted for 86 of the points tonight for Houston's 114. A performance for the ages.
Harden's 60-point triple-double, and that one breaking Calvin Murphy's record for most points ever by a Rocket. 49-32. Jazz down by 17. Niang for three, no good. Jazz playing almost exclusively on the exterior here, but the story is Denver's offense. Barton driving into lane, Gobert spikes it. Conley picks it up off the bounce, leaves it for Ingles. Ingles trying to clear it down to Gobert. They guard him so they can't get there. Clarkson fires a three, no good. Jazz are quicker with their threes right now than I've seen, Ron. It might be the right answer, but
they're quicker because the Nuggets are closing out a lot quicker there as well. So they're actually, the defense is working because they're rushing the Jazz's threes.
Barton has Gobert isolated. Rudy's good at this. Barton will take a three over the top, and he'll hit. Denver hit 8 threes in the first quarter on 8 attempts. We have not, Danny Frank's Jazz PR made a scan. We cannot find any team that's ever done that in NBA history. Gobert through the lane, may have traveled. They don't call it. Gets his own rebound, goes back up, gets fouled by Porter Jr. Jazz are down 52-32. Jazz offense really is not the problem tonight. They've assisted 10 times on 10 field goals. They are not getting shots at the rim, though. That we brought that up earlier, and the Jazz are not getting a lot at the rim so far tonight. So Gobert at the line.
Jazz been down 20 this year?
I don't think so. Free throw by Rudy is short. He's been much better at the line recently. Rudy at the free throw line in the 5 previous ball games was 19 of his last 25, so he seems to have worked through the struggle. Here's Rudy's second free throw. The Jazz trailing this one 52-32. Missed it. So they missed both. Bazo gives to the corner to Porter Jr. Nice closeout by Bogdanovich. He now drives, gets in the lane, floats it up and scores. He's a bona fide scorer. He could score 25-30 a game at some point in the score. Clarkson. A nice tight closeout. Campazzo up on his hip. Turns the corner. They cut him off in the drive. Down low to Rudy. Rudy tries to step through traffic. Gets it blocked. Out to Ingles. Corner three. Good. I think the Jazz go to a zone. That's what that zero call is. Pass to Michael Green. Free throw line jumper. No good. Rebound Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich drives the lane, puts up a little right-hand push shot up and in.
Jazz hold here, score on the other end, expect the timeout.
54-37, another zone defense. Jokic not back in the game yet. Green goes down low to Porter, who shoves off on Bogdanovich. That's an offensive foul. Touch, it's great. We can hear the play calls. We're on touch Zoom.
Yeah.
(54-37). Denver ahead. Here's Donovan back in the ballgame. First game back. Hand off to Ingles. Pick and roll with Gobert. Turns the corner. Ladles it up. No good. Gobert follows. Joe's got to be careful yelling at the official like that because of the fact that he already has a technical. Remember what Rob Boone said a moment ago? He was right. Timeout on the floor. Mike Malone. Jazz have cut it to 15 on the Jazz Radio Network.
Jazz fans, AT&T Sportsnet is your home for Jazz basketball.
Donovan, hammer! A statement right there.
Stay up to date with your favorite team and follow AT&T Sportsnet RM on social media for exclusive content.
Oh, yes, sir. Jingle and Joe!
Hear insight on what's going on around the team, plus exclusive interviews with coaches and players. Turn to AT&T Sportsnet from pregame to postgame. Watch every game only on AT&T Sportsnet.
While spending more time at home, you might have noticed a few things that could use an update, like a gourmet kitchen, a spa-like master bath, or a backyard fit for entertaining. There's never been a better time than now with Golden West Credit Union. For a limited time, get a home equity line of credit for only 0.99% APR fixed through the end of 2021, and no fees. Apply online at gwcu.org. Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 440575.
We'll take care of you.
Join the team. Kids spend a lot of time sitting around both at school and at home, and Junior Jazz is a great way to get them moving. Help your child meet new friends, enhance their basketball skills, and most of all, have lots of fun. Junior Jazz is sponsored by Adidas, AT&T Sportsnet, America First Credit Union, Savage Companies, Subway, Toyota, and University of Utah Health. There's a spot waiting for your child, so visit juniorjazz.com today to find leagues in your community.
Sam's new project needs a project manager right away if she's going to manage to hit her deadline.
It took an extra week to get approvals, but they still want the original delivery date. I guess we'll figure something out.
It's time to hire.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. The moment you sponsor a job on Indeed, you get a short list of quality candidates from our resume database. Indeed delivers 2.5 times more hires than the other branded job sites combined, according to Breezy HR 2019. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get a $75 credit for your first job post. Terms and conditions apply.
In today's player profile, we will spotlight Joe Ingles, who won over Jazz fans from day one because of his intensity and skills on a basketball court, despite looking like a math teacher who plays at the Y on the weekends. His path to the NBA was unique, starting in Australia with the South Dragons of the NBL, playing in Europe and getting cut by the Clippers in his final preseason game, before finally signing with the Jazz. In his own words, though, he wouldn't change a thing.
Probably more describe it different, really, just than anything. I wouldn't change it for anything. I've loved every kind of step that I've had. I love playing in the NBL. I love playing in Europe, playing in the Euro League, and to kind of take the next step over here. I wouldn't change it. I've loved living in different cities, experiencing different things, being able to start in front of my friends and family. So I wouldn't change it for anything. It's been a different journey, but it's something that's helped me, I think, get to where I am today as well. Challenging and a lot of fun.
Joe Ingles, the Jazz all-time three-point leader. Denver with the basketball, leading by 15. Jokic is back in the game. Jazz are on a zone defense again. Favors is in, defending Murray at the top. Murray's step-back three is good. Murray's made just 33% of his above-the-break threes this year. He's really not been in rhythm. He is tonight. He's got 10 points, 2 of 2. Bogdanovich, right corner three, no good. Jazz are getting 3 looks. They're 8 of 17. However, Denver is 11 of 12. They set an NBA record with 8 threes without a miss in the first quarter. Porter Jr. in the paint misses. Jam followed by JaMychal Green comes off the back handle all the way out of bounds up near midcourt onto the scorer's table. That's some force he tried to throw that down with.
He really just caught the back of the backboard there, of the rim rather. I haven't seen that before.
57-39. Mitchell throws one away, trying to find Favors on a roll. Donovan's 1 for 4. He's got 5 points, 2 rebounds. Ingles has 8 points. Bogdanovich has 8 points. Clarkson has 7. Jokic has 22 points. First quarter was the highest scoring quarter in Jokic's career. Down low, Jokic, little hook shot short. Rebound tapped out. Porter Jr. has it. Morris, their point guard out of Florida State. Very high assist, low turnover player. Mid-range jumper, no good. Rebound tap, Jazz have it. Bogdanovich on the run, down by 18. On the right side, driving at JaMychal Green. Caught in the air, throws out to Donovan. One-hand pass to Clarkson. Catch and shoot 3, front rim, no good. Royce flies in for the rebound and is fouled. Nice play by Royce.
The way to get offensive rebounds is to stay active, and I think we saw that quite a bit when Paul Millsap was playing here. He didn't stand still, just assume that he couldn't get the rebound. I mean, he would stay active and would come up with offensive rebounds. That's just what Royce O'Neal did then.
Here's Donovan. Driving. Clarkson cut off by Jokic. They're doing a nice job of bringing extra help over to drives. And the Jazz have got to pass out and keep moving it. Clarkson goes one-on-one instead, throws up an air ball. Favors gets the rebound, but not before the shot clock expires. 57-39. Denver's taking away the driving lanes. And we go back to our pregame conversation with Mike Malone, and maybe we can get that soundbite for you. He talked about you've got to stop the first trigger. And they're doing a nice job of that. Mid-block right, Jokic. But the real story is their offense. 18-point lead. Jokic works by Gobert, lays it up and in. Actually, works by Favors. Steps through and lays it up and in. 20-point deficit. Donovan drives the lane, turns it over. Donovan a little out of control, trying to go 1-on-4. Murray lobs, fast break, and a dunk. And the Jazz are really causing themselves some problems here. That is the Jazz 4th live ball turnover, and it has led to 10 Denver points in transition. Timeout on the floor. Quinn Snyder, and the Jazz are now down 22 on the Jazz Radio Network.
Some places have low prices, but at Smith's, we go lower than low on food that's fresher than fresh. Like juicy clementines, salad greens, and your favorite cuts of chicken. That's because the Smith's app gives you more ways to save. You get personalized coupons on top of weekly sales, plus rewards like fuel points for prices that are even lower than the everyday low. Smith's, fresh for everyone.
We talked to Mike Malone before the game. I don't know if we have this soundbite. I was going to ask Alex during this.
You want to know what he said?
Yeah, what did he say, Ron?
He said that he's talking about the driving kick. He says the first driving kick moves the defense. The second driving kick kills the defense. That was his way of stopping the Jazz from getting those driving kick threes.
We're getting some drives and kickouts because we're getting good look threes right now. We're not getting drive. We're not killing the defense. We're not getting the second stage of that.
Second stage of it, yes.
Our offense has been fine. Let's not get lost in that. Well, it's actually only been okay now. The offensive rating's down to a 106. Denver's offensive rating is a 166, and they lead by 22. Bogdanovich driving. Tough mid-range jumper driving, but he's fouled by Porter Jr.
That's going to be 3 on Porter.
Bogdanovich coming off a 30-point-plus explosion the other night, has 8 points. 7 of 11 from 3. A night after only taking 1. First game against Dallas, Bogdanovich took 1 3. Next night against Dallas, he took 11. I'm guessing Dallas changed their defensive strategy somewhere there, and Bogdanovich took advantage.
Yeah, he had one heck of a night shooting the ball.
Leads the Jazz in scoring right now.
Yeah. Came on very, very strong in the second half.
First free throw's good. Mark Miller Subaru wants you to love your car buying experience. That's why I developed Promise Price. Promise Price is a upfront, no-hassle price for every car on the lot. Come experience our commitment to Promise Price at either location. Or start your purchase online at markmillersubaru.com. We know you'll love the experience. Bogdanovich makes both free throws. He's the first Jazz player in double figures. Jokic has 24. He had 22 in the first half, setting an all-time record for points in a quarter in his career. Jamal Murray, guarded by Royce O'Neal off a Jokic pick, hesitates outside the three-point line, fires, misses. The rebound goes out of bounds, Jazz ball. Misses. Campazzo was the only other player who'd missed a 3. They're 11 of 13. Donovan giving Jordan some instructions. Donovan 1 for 4 today, 5 points. Bogdanovich trying to come free, and they hold on to him. That's a foul on Barton. Donovan, first game back after missing 2. Mike Conley, who is the plus-minus master, is a minus 13 tonight, but just about everybody in the Jazz is in pretty tough position right now. (61-41). Bogdanovich back at the line, makes it. Safelite Auto Glass is proud to present this year's Master of the Glass Rebound Program. At the end of the regular season, Safelite will donate $5 for every rebound secured by the team's leading rebounder. Rudy's got 5 today. He's got double digits in every game but 1 this year. 61-43, Jazz by 18. Looks like maybe a zone defense again by the Jazz. Favors in instead of Gobert. Jazz have been mixing in the zone to try to slow them down. Barton frees himself for an off-the-bounce 3 left side and hits it. Ron, what's Will Barton shooting from 3 this year? Not 1,000%. Bogdanovich driving, finishing the rim and scoring. He's made his last 4 at the rim.
Barton goes behind his back off of a screen.
Quinn Snyder yelling matchup, matchup. Royce O'Neal takes Jamal Murray and accidentally hits him in the face with a foul. Will Barton, who's having a pretty average year at 11 points a game. Shooting a career 35% three-point shooter is right on his number, but not 3 for 3 like he is today on 4 for 4 on tough looks. Denver is 12 of 14 from 3. Clarkson picks up a foul, 64-54. Excuse me, 64-45. Dyslexia never killed, just confuses.
So if you had to say what anything that Jokic does that's not good, he's not quick of foot, that's great pick.
But he's got great feet, right?
Great
and he
feet.
spins in the lane here and scores with ease. He looks like a high school player playing the 7th grade league right now. 26 for Jokic. Jazz in the half court again because they haven't got enough stops to get out and run. Firing a 3 is Bogdanovich and hits. That's $50 to the Huntsman Cancer Research Foundation, courtesy of Mountain America Credit Union. For more, go to macu.com. 17 for Bogut. Jazz down by 18. Zone defense again by the Jazz. Morris at the top with neon green shoes. Takes a right-hand dribble. Chested to Jokic. Jokic driving on Favors. Stops. Reverse pivot. Up short. Rebound comes down to Bogdanovich. 3 minutes to play. You got a number here, down 18, Ron?
18? What's that?
We're down 18 as Donovan draws a foul. 3 minutes left, down 18. What do you want to have it at by halftime?
Boy, you'd like to have it at 10 at least,
okay.
But you know,
run?
We'll take cutting into the lead, and it will take anything from this point on. Boy.
Free throws coming for Donovan Mitchell. Big, huge knee bend and breath. Free throw's good. Here's what Bojan Bogdanović is having a great said about what the Jazz are getting out of their bench unit so far this year.
The guys from the bench are doing a great job. Mie, Juwan Morgan, that didn't play for a while, he came out last game and gave us great energy and great push for the bench. He hit a couple shots, Mie, with a couple big offensive rebounds after we score some buckets. And then I don't want to even mention JC and what he's doing for us. So it's group effort, and we have to keep playing defense like we are playing right now.
Jazz now within 16 as Donovan makes the free throw. They trailed by as many as 22. Left side, Morris. Left corner, Millsap. He's been shooting that really well this year, and he hits. He's about 60% on corner threes. 19-point lead. Bogdanovich straight down the barrel 3, missed it. Millsap grabs the rebound. 2:35 left. Jazz down by 19 here in the first half. Zone defense again? No, I don't think so. And Gobert fouls Jokic at 24 feet without the basketball.
And I tell you something else Jokic does. I mean, you fight him, and he flops. I mean, he throws his arms and everything. He just did it just then and draws a foul there on Rudy. Rudy's first of the game.
Jokic at the top. Gotta say, 13 of 15 might be the best three-point shooting display in NBA history, too. Here comes Jokic for 3, making 14 of 16. I mean, I think we're watching history tonight. I'm not sure a team has ever made 14 threes with only 2 misses and a half either. No team had ever made 8 without 8 misses. Conley spins in the lane, lobs, Rudy scores it. Jazz are down 20. Take the first half of every team all this year. You don't even have that many as Will Barton hits another. 15 of 17 from 3.
Every type of defense the Jazz throw at the Nuggets, and Conley misses the layup.
This is incredible. Fast break. Morris with 1:29 left is fouled on the floor. Ron, I'm going to guess this is as good as any half of three-point shooting in NBA history
that I've ever seen, especially the big guy there in the middle. But Barton, all of a sudden.
Well, the most threes all season long, just this season, not every hit, in the first half is 16 by Milwaukee. They have 15. They did it on 27 attempts. They've done it on 17 attempts. Turnover. Gobert runs it down the corner. Down 23 with 1:20 left. Donovan rises up for a 3, throws it to the corner. Bogdanovich had left to crash for the offensive glass. The ball goes out of bounds. Third turnover by Donovan tonight. 16 threes and a half by Milwaukee this year is the most by any team. They have 15. And they've only taken 17 attempts. Jokic flips up a 5-footer up and in. It is 77 to 52. The most points in a half this year is 83. This is the 5th highest scoring half by any team all year. Royce drives, kicks to the wing, deflected out of bounds. The 5th highest scoring half by any team in the league. But the best shooting half, maybe from 3 in the history of the game. 15 of 17. Donovan. In and out dribble. Pull up mid-range 2, no good. Donovan's 1 for 5 tonight. 25-point Denver lead. Murray driving at Jokic, gives to Jokic, driving Gobert, foul on Gobert. Ron, what's it like to be on the other side of something like this?
Boy, this is embarrassing. You know, you just feel everything Quinn has thrown at them, the zone, switching all over the floor. I mean, nothing's worked. And it starts right there in the middle. I mean, you have games like this, though. And offensively, you have games like this as well. And Jokic is having one for sure. In 18 minutes, he's gotten 13 for 17 from the field, 4 for 4 from the three-point line. And now he has 32 points.
Jokic, 32 first half points. Now make it 33.
You think the rest of the league is going to say, boy, Rudy Gobert's 2-time Defensive Player of the Year.
Jokic got 33. Be interesting to see how they're distributed. Driving. Conley, reaching foul on Denver. Last year, Ron, in a half of basketball, the best shooting half by any team that made 10 threes and a half last year was the Milwaukee Bucks, who went 12 of 15. Not 15 of 17. 12 of 15 last year is the best half shooting percentage of anyone who made at least 10. I don't think you have to go very far back in history on this one because there aren't that many halves where people made 10 and a half.
Yeah, I mean,
San Antonio 2 years ago went 10 for 10 and a half. Portland went 11 of 13 last year, or 2 years ago, and the Clippers went 13 of 16. So if the standard is 10 makes, then the 10 of 10 is the best we've ever seen. But if you pick up the standard a little bit, 15 of 17 is about as good as I've ever seen. Utah against New Orleans in 2018 made 10 of 11 in the first half. Conley makes both free throws. We're down 25.
Murray letting the ball roll up and see what type of defense the Jazz are in.
Jazz are in a man-to-man defense. Murray drives right by, gets cut off by Favors. Jazz switch it. Now Murray tries to turn around, top to air ball. 79-54. Denver makes 15 of 17 from 3. They are led by Nikola Jokic's 33 points, 79-54 on the Jazz Radio Network.
He pulls back, shoots, and nothing but net. A quality education can help you score big in your career. The Utah Jazz want to help Jazz fans achieve their education goals, so they've partnered with WGU to give away 4 one-year scholarships to help busy working professionals earn their bachelor's or master's degree online in teaching, nursing, business, or IT. If you're ready to take your game to the next level and earn a respected degree that's affordable and flexible, then enter to win at NBA.com/jazz/WGU.
Attention business owners, the Paycheck Protection Program is back. Apply for your PPP loan today at zionsbank.com/cares. Zions Bank understands business and has helped tens of thousands of businesses secure their PPP loans. Complete our simple 15-minute online application today at zionsbank.com/cares. For when it really matters, Zions Bank is for you. We're ready to help. zionsbank.com/cares. Zions Bank. PPP loans subject to SBA approval. Restrictions may apply. See banker for details. A division of Zions Bank Corporation, N.A. member FDIC.
Home searching has improved with technology, yet many are left feeling overwhelmed with extensive information and seemingly endless options at their fingertips. Research has shown that while the majority of buyers begin their search online, they quickly turn to the assistance of a realtor to guide them through this complex and infrequent transaction. A realtor can help sort through the mountains of data to help locate, properly price, and close on the best home for you. The internet provides information, a realtor provides knowledge. Expert help doesn't cost, it saves. Hire a realtor.
Forecasts are predicting a harsh winter this year. Consider eliminating cold spots from your home with the Carrier ductless system. As the name suggests, ductless systems give you control of your home's comfort without invasive ductwork, focusing on those hard-to-reach spaces that need it most. Don't let harsh winter weather push you around in your own home. Bring home versatile and efficient heating that's easier to install than standard ducted systems. Carrier ductless. Visit Carrier.com for more. Carrier. Turn to the experts.
Lobs it to Rudy, slam dunk, Ingles to Gobert.
The Utah Jazz are at half, and we're breaking it down. This is the Jazz Game Night Halftime Show on the Utah Jazz Radio Network.
Bogdanovich, right side drive to the cup, fouled and finishes.
Mark Miller Subaru, Utah's only negotiation-free Subaru retailer, the official Subaru partner of the Utah Jazz. Learn more at markmillersubaru.com. Now, here's a complete recap of the first 24 minutes of tonight's game.